Hey, good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are. This is yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you tonight. And we got a good one for you tonight. Tech survival tips for parents, sanity saving edition. Listen, it's back to school soon. For some, back to school is next week. Today is the 10th in America. For some states in America, back to school again is next week. Back to school is next month. Maybe back to school has already started for some in other parts of the country and other countries. So, yeah, trying to save your sanity as a parent, huh? Hmm. Listen, I got some stories to tell, but tonight we're talking about tech survival. You know, it's like it takes a lot more for all of us, a lot more technology sources. We need a lot more technology sources than we think we do. And for millennials and uh, Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, yeah, they definitely need more technology. Some people like baby boomers, maybe they think they don't need as much, but we all need it. And sometimes we might need a timeout. I know I do. I need a timeout sometimes with technology because I think that I overdo it sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna give myself a timeout. You know, so yeah, so it's back to school, and as a parent, also a retired teacher, college adjunct, executive, administrator, um, dean, uh, and things like that. Listen, I know not that much has changed except technology. I mean, like, I still have state of the art uh, understanding and support and technology, but the thing is, the emotional support. That's what we about to just stop it. The emotional support and more. So yeah, we got to get past survival mode. And as a parent, it can really be tough trying to save your sanity and help your child acclimate to the new school year. So yeah, so tonight, this is the back to school vibe. And just want to share with you from Luke chapter 9 and 3. Chapter 9, 3, and 4. Don't load yourself up, technically speaking. I guess some people are like, Grand Queen, why are you coming from the scripture? Why are you coming from the Bible? Listen, there's so many different, I have to say, different types of cultures from the Bible. And much of it is relative to today. It's just from different perspectives and different parts of the world. So yeah, it's just different tech. It's just technology. That's all. So again, Luke chapter 3 and 4 says, don't load yourself up with equipment. Keep it simple. You are the equipment. And as long as God is showing you and dealing with you and your with your intelligences, which is a part of his good graces, will glorify you and strengthen you and help you to be the best parent ever with your amazing child. So yeah, so today's message is definitely going to help Gen Z parents, younger millennials, and also across generations for those who feel overwhelmed because households are changing. It is a combination of households across generations in most households these days. So everybody's affected by back to school. So so here it is. Just simple stuff. Just do simple stuff. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overthink it. Don't underthink it. Just even as a parent, you're thinking it's probably most of us, as I have thought, okay, it's the end of summer. It's summer. They've had their fun, and hopefully you want to engage them in fun while they're acclimating to the school year. They've got to have fun. They have to vent. So just start them. Don't expect them to just have just go to bed at a certain time. Have a schedule, ease them into the transition. I'm going to bed at a particular time, opposed to the time that they usually go to bed, like maybe later because it's summertime. Just, ease them into it and talk with them. They are the other intelligent person in the family, and talk with them and say, hey, it's going to be different this year. And the teacher is going to be, maybe a different person. They're going to be like another age older, your child. And maybe they're going to have the same friends. I don't know. Or they're going to make new friends. So all of that has to do with the emotional self. And they're going to need to get as much rest so they can process that stuff. New environment, new school year, new books, new everything. And technology and AI plays a very important part in their lives, and parents. And for parents too, you guys are going to have to go to bed early too. Grandparents, all of you, the whole family, everybody going to need to just, ease into the transition together. And again, don't expect like the bedtime thing to happen like right away. Again, it's a gradual process. And it depends on what time the family gets up for the new school year. It depends on, how the work schedule is integrated or not. It depends on who the caregivers are, the extended caregivers are in the family, things like that. And it makes a big difference with the emotional self, because here it is, like we're ending the summer. Schedules are definitely going to be different. It's like more time will be spent focusing on school, focusing on other things, but don't forget to put in some things that can help you to vent, that can help you to be that phenomenal you. Don't forget to schedule, like, I don't know, time for the movies, time for to sit and have a talk, time to sit and have dinner at the table together, time to go out and have fun safely, time to talk about what happened at school. I used to ask my kids, listen, what happened? How was your day? And what was it like? And they always, maybe sometimes they would tell me like certain things, um, but they always, always hopefully made time available for them to tell me anything that made them feel unsafe, anything that made them feel uncertain. They were always I was always available for that. Sometimes, as busy as my schedule was, even my grandmother used to say, Pam, listen, girl, are you butter? Do you feel the need to be in everything? Because I did have a lot of stuff going on in my career. um I mean, I was like everything and everywhere, but I had to stop certain things as a parent because my children they were suffering emotionally, and I had to be there for them. One of the reasons why I became a teacher is so I could have time to be with them, even though they was going to the same school I was teaching in, that's another story. That's why I got some great stories to share with you guys as a parent and as an educator. But from parent to parent, and how things change and how you become a better parent. Your children teach you how to become the best parent. To tell you the truth, they are uh, some of the world's greatest teachers, and you are their teacher. You are their first experience. So it really, technically, you're learning from each other. So so it was a win-win situation for me. The thing is time. Having taken valuable time to spend valuable time with your children, with your family. So that can help to relieve stress and save your sanity and the child's sanity. That 9 to 5 is ooh, somebody tell me about that 9 to 5, how it affects your parenting. Does it affect parenting? Does it affect back to school? Your back to school survival? Does it affect the ongoing school year, the 9 to 5, opposed to remote working at home, opposed to maybe just being an educator? Can somebody just go to JTIRE Form 1 at any time? It doesn't matter, because this is ongoing. We want to support each other we want this support to be ongoing. Go to JTire Form 1 and please leave some text survival tips for parents. 9 to 5, remote, it doesn't matter what type of, back to school de-stressors can be shared with us as parents, right? So back to another story. Tech survival, technology change, of course. It changes from what I understand, the computer chip changes every 2 months or something like that, 2 or 3 months. This is why the iPhone is always offering a new phone. It is not the phone, it's the chip. And Samsung and the rest of the competitors. So yeah, just sharing some survival tips. Again, I shared, scheduling bedtime earlier, scheduling bedtime period, putting your child on a schedule, and you and the family, because it has to do with how you communicate, how you process back to school, how you de-stress. Parent control apps are important too. Pack a digital go bag. Now that digital thing, iPhone, tablet, laptop, things like that, headphones, backup snacks for you and the children. Adding sticky notes with your Wi-Fi passwords so you don't have to repeat it 47 times. Listen, I'm guilty of how many times forgetting my password, but you find a way to remember it. Like I said, that's one way. Creating add a sticky note to your Wi-Fi password so you don't forget it and have to reset it 47,000 times. But you should reset it though as a precaution. I'm just saying. And embrace tech timeout. Ooh, I'm guilty. Let me see. Church finger. I'm guilty. I need a tech timeout on a regular. Set a timer for screen breaks and take one for yourself. Huh. Ooh, child. And use that time to stretch, breathe, hide in the pantry, some chocolate, have a chocolate moment, no judgment. There's no judgment here at the Just Stop It show. So again, for those of you who are watching, welcome to the Just Stop It show. No judgment, free space, safe space to talk about and connect 100% good mental health. That is the priority here. Right. And also, turn that technology into a teaching tool. Teach children how to earn screen time. Maybe I need to do that myself. Say, hey, listen, girl, you've been a baddie. You were just in front of the screen too long. Right. So, we really need to teach ourselves and our children to earn screen time, by teaching something new, not the same old thing, but teaching something new, like how to use emojis properly or beat a game level, things like that. There's so many emojis. It's like they're like cryptics emojis, but we're talking about bonding and making that connection, making you as a parent and with your child feel empowered and understanding what those energies mean, what NPC energy means, right? Yeah. So create a digital command center, set up a central charging station and a calendar for tech use. Oh my gosh, I am faulty. I am so faulty. I need to follow up. Avoid the where's my tablet. Actually it helps avoid, not hold avoid. It helps avoid the where's my tablet, where's my phone, where's my my technology, where's my USB. It helps to avoid where's your stuff. Panic in 5 minutes, before before your Zoom class, before your Zumba class. This is for parents, right? It helps to alleviate the panic. This is sanity saving. Right? And we're coming back next in a couple of Sundays as well. And we're going to have more survival tech tips for you from parent to parent. And hey, let me just share this little story with you before I go. I'm about to be out. Well, okay, this is like a throwback here. When technology was coming, when my children were okay, let's say about 10, 11, something like that. I think the what do you call that thing? The cell phones weren't just out, it was the beeper. Anybody remember that? The beeper and stuff like that. Uh yeah, we got it was the beeper pager. It was a pager, and then we did get a desktop. I bought a desktop computer for the house, for the home, for our household. So we were just pretty excited. And just after that, and I saw how it helped them make progress with their homework. It just helped change the communication between all of us in the household. At the time it was, yeah, it was three. I had three children at the time. And it really did change. It made things so much better for me, for them, with us as a whole. And it saved us like a lot of energy. It saved us like time. And it helped us to really, again, connect. And I mean, we didn't focus on the technology, but it was just a game changer for us. It helped me to save time, to actually spend more quality time with them, and to understand the need for good technology for them as they grew older during their developmental stages, things like that. So it just technically was a sanity saving event. So I'm saying, um, I mean, even like between me and the teachers and things like that, we were able to go online after a while as the kids got older. I was able to go online and look at stuff and communicate with the teachers online. Um, I was able to communicate between the teachers and school, like emails and stuff like that. Well, not emails, but online, and find out more about the schools online, and which was something that I didn't have before. I really didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what the ratings for the school was. I didn't even understand that schools were rated until I became an educator, should I say. I knew that as an educator, but I mean, I had to get technology into my home so that I could do better and it helped me to become a better educator and a better communicator with my children, a better parent, a better person, a better woman. So it helped me to channel my inner tech wizard, and we actually were teaching each other, to tell you the truth. And we did have some technology glitches. Um, Funny story. I bought a computer from some crazy company, and I was still learning like the IT part of it and stuff like that. And when I bought the computer, like soon after, like the computer was just acting wacky, and I was trying to reach customer service about it, and some of the customer service was they were just so shady, and the customer service was so poor. But I learned from that, and what I learned from that was make sure that you get your technology from a viable company, from a reliable company. I'm just saying. Hmm. If not, you're gonna be stressed, and you're gonna feel like, oh my God, this is insane. So yeah, so that was a small victory. I overcame that. I learned how to after a while we started to get tablets and things like that. And though again, those are small victories. So yeah. So I'll be back. We'll be back on next week's on the Sunday after next, right? And also I got some questions. What's the safest age? I got a question. Somebody just shared this with me at J Tire Forum 1 at YouTube. What's the safest age for your child to have an iPhone or an Android? Hmm? What's the safest age? And have you ever had a tech tantrum moment? How did you handle it? And how do you involve kids in setting technology boundaries and rules? How do you set technology boundaries and rules? The Grand Queen, listen, I confess, I ain't gonna lie, I need time. I need a tech timeout. Right. So answer those questions. Share your thoughts and from parent to parent at JTire Form One at YouTube. And I'll be back on Wednesday. On Wednesday night. And we'll be back on Wednesday night because you know what's happening on Wednesday. That is our mental health check-in, and what we've been talking about on Wednesday night. We've been talking about how millennials cope with parenting today. You know, wearing the same clothes, playing the same games, but what is the message? Is it difficult to parent from such a closely related generation? Right? We'll be back on Wednesday, Thursday night, should I say on Thursday, because that's our new summer hour, our new summer night, Thursday night. We'll be back on Thursday night. And we'll be back with the pit stop, chilling and cooling and vibing at the pit stop, right? So don't forget, even if you have to put yourself on a tech timeout, listen, it's about mental health 100%. So you can help as a parent and as a young person, as just a person in the community, so you can get back to uh, school safely and soundly. This is not just for kids. This is for college. This is for anybody going to school. It doesn't matter even if you're in a certificate program. It is your mental health matters. And having a schedule, having something solid for you to go by, it's needful, right? Survival. It's past survival. It's past survival. We're talking about sanity saving steps. See you on Thursday at the pit stop. Much love, joy, and peace. Enjoy your summer while you can.